day, another dollar, right?
Another dollar.
Well, some people say you get a whole dollar, I get a penny, and you get a dollar. So the first thing I look at to make sure we live, I don't want to get into a whole conversation and we're not even live. We're just talking to each other.
Talking and giving our
Even though that's the show, though, the premise of the show is we're talking, and like we always
whether it's
do.
recorded or not, or our audience is listening or not.
The way we talk is the way we talk, even if we're not even on the screen.
That's true.
We argue and whatever, debate.
We have different opinions.
And my mother chimes
whether the recording is going on or not.
Yeah. So, and you come in the house, and you sit down, and
if anybody comes in to talk to us,
or
like you guys watching us,
like the people watching,
we'll really go at it then.
And when
we got somebody else with another idea or not a suggestion.
And when you at home, you don't always say things the right way and pronounce people's names the right way.
People correcting us or taking us for wrong.
Yeah,
that's why we want our audience. If you know us and you know how our hearts are, people who chime in and go, "Oh, they said that."
Yeah,
you don't know us,
right? Exactly.
Spend time with the Woods, family.
I don't want to jump up like R. Kelly when he got mad. You don't know me. And it's like, yeah, we know you do. We know you. That's the problem.
Ooh, that's another side of Kim I ain't never seen.
I know. But no, we'll start off your first story that you're going to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, I probably need a little help with trying to get an understanding of whenever they're trying to change laws.
Okay, what's going on?
Or they're trying to push laws ahead for the next level of our government to look and review and say, yay.
Right.
But I'll let Whoopi on The View introduce what they were talking about here.
All right, here we go. The View.
Yesterday, the Senate voted to pass the Respect for Marriage Act that codifies same-sex marriage and interracial marriage in America. This sets the stage for it to pass in the House before the GOP gets control in January. And here's what some Republican senators said about what this means for the country. Take a look.
How we proceed today will do nothing to the status quo of same-sex marriage in this country. It's legal and will remain legal regardless of the outcome of this legislation. It will, however, if enacted, have profound consequences for people of faith.
For the sake of our nation today and its survival, we do well by taking this step, not embracing or validating each other's devoutly held views, but by the simple act of tolerating them.
Well, in the old days, when we were kids, people...
Yeah. All right. So you had us play that, okay.
But they had their back and forth on the... it has to now go to the next level.
Okay.
To the House. Is it the House?
Okay.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, the Senate will vote and then the House.
Voted, and then it's moving on to the next level.
Yeah.
And that won't happen until January when they're back from vacation.
Did they argue at all on The View, or were they all on the same page?
Here's one of the things that they had a difference of opinion with, because I know Sonny and sometimes Joy tends to they always remind Republicans how their family values, and they want to protect the family and protect the children and all of that. And some people feel they're hypocritical because, for one instance, one of the guys that's over in his position, he's married to, he's in an interracial marriage.
Okay.
So not only same-sex marriage may be affected,
but people that interracial.
It'll take us back 40, 50 years.
Isn't that
the one that's married to the Asian lady?
No, the what's his name? The Supreme Court guy.
All of them. Everybody that's married to somebody that's not your race.
Right.
Think about that. But they keep putting Sonny.
Why is this even in 2022 we even talking about it? It's so ridiculous.
I don't even know. But Sonny and Joy, for some reason, I feel they keep putting the abortion rights, taking that away for the woman's choice, pro-choice, pro-life.
Yeah.
Is similar to the marriage thing. And Sarah's like,
it's not
no.
The same.
Sarah said, no, that's different. She said, people should be able to marry who they want to marry if they're in love. That doesn't hurt anyone.
Right.
Being in love with somebody that's outside your race or a different gender or whatever, that's you loving them.
Right.
That's you wanting to be with them and be a partner with them.
Right.
Having a pro-life, pro-choice situation,
that's different.
They're protecting that baby.
Well, that's the people that are pro-life,
and they don't want that baby's life destroyed or whatever. So she had to really make a distinction at the panel that it's not the same.
Just like in my opinion, gay rights is not the same as ethnic.
ethnicity.
When people say, well, discriminating against somebody because of them being gay is the same as discriminating against somebody for their race. It's not the same.
They're using that as...
People don't have to know you gay.
I know.
I can't pretend like I'm not
but
black.
The thing is, and this is that movie that we're going to talk about later on, because it's Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They're putting it in the same category because you're being discriminated for... If it's not your race, if it's not your sex,
the discrimination part is the same to me.
It's a general across the board being discriminated.
Right.
And that's why they feel a lot of LGBTQs who are discriminated puts themselves in that category as well. Whether race, unfortunately, is seen.
Right.
Your sexual preferences don't have to be seen.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You can hide that. Yeah. You can hide that you are whatever. Yeah. Whereas I can't hide being a black woman.
Exactly.
I have to go in with my black skin.
Right. Unless you look white.
Unless I look white. Our grandmother she looked white.
Casey Lynn says, hey, I love you girls. Hey, Casey.
Hey, Casey.
She said, this ish ain't right. And then she said, love is love. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sarah did bring up a good point. She said she's okay with religious separation in churches that don't want to provide the service to a couple for whatever reason they have. She's only concerned with that when they take this to the next level as far as making it a law, it needs to be
what does that mean?
The public sector needs to be inclusive, because let's say, for example, in your state, it's okay for same-sex marriage, and your marriage is looked on, and you're doing all the right things. You go to another state that's not, and it may not be recognized.
Oh, that's
Sarah's
simple.
probably thinking on the top level, government-wise, your marriage should be recognized everywhere you go, whether your state does it or not.
So are they saying that there's some
that
states,
they're having?
are they saying some states
they may say
gay marriage is not recognized?
Well, I'm thinking that's what she was saying. They need to go a little more detail with that law when they do put it in place. That it's a public.
They're not going to do that.
The public sector needs to all be aware. Hey,
they not.
Ohio's on board, but not Indiana.
Yeah, they not.
My marriage. I got married in Ohio.
Right.
It's recognized.
No, they're not going to. They're going to have to fight
to recognize when I go to Indiana.
Casey says, I'm a child of God, but what other people do is just for me to pray for, and I don't care if they are different colors. Who the hell are they to say they cannot get married? Exactly.
That's right.
But the thing is that if it's not recognized from every state, good luck with that.
I know.
In this country, y'all still trying to fight over not Roe versus Wade being overturned.
But you know
so
what?
Good luck with that being in every single state.
I know.
Being okay.
I know. So that was one of the main things.
It's a conservative court. The court is conservative.
But then, too, you got to understand, it's not going to be just the same-sex marriage situation. It's interracial marriage.
It's everything.
Clarence, it's going to affect your
marriage.
All
you have to remember, the guys in Congress, the guys in the Senate, and even the Supreme Court justice, they never, the things that they put for other people never is for them. Remember, it's always like that.
Like they
it's never.
They supersede that.
Yeah, just like Mushmouth, Herschel Walker can pay for
abortions all over the country,
but yet for everybody else, it's
don't
wrong.
Y'all do it.
So that's just how people are.
That's hypocrisy. That's what they kept saying at the table. Joy, Sonny, they feel like the Republican Party mainly, but both sides have hypocrisy. Yeah. Because they'll say this and put a law out and try to change this, but yet they're not living it.
Nobody does. But that's the church. That's everybody.
Yeah.
Wendy says, hello, stars.
Hey,
Wendy.
Mom says hi.
My mother said hello.
She made specifically
she missed you yesterday. She didn't hear you
tell Wendy when she logs in.
When she pops in. She didn't hear you pop in yesterday, so she missed you.
She's like, where's Wendy? You think she's on vacation?
Your whole life is not
looking for you, Wendy.
With her now.
You got to tell my mom where you are.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, but that's what they really talked about today. We'll see once the holidays is over, they get back into the courts,
right? How
this is going to pan out. So, but that was one of the things they talked about.
Okay, so what's your other thing?
This segue into this same-sex marriage, and then how we were saying don't ask, don't tell. The gentleman who has this story out, there's a movie that Gabrielle Union is going to be playing his mom.
Okay.
It's called Inspection.
Okay.
You know what? Let's do I got a trailer.
Oh, a trailer. Oh, the woods.
Let's do
report
this
has
trailer. Yes.
All right, so this is a full trailer.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
About a minute and so.
Hope we don't get
Is a story about a Black gay man who joins the Marines in search of validation from and acceptance from his mother. It's about the fight every day to be seen and respected.
Ma, I need my birth certificate. I'm gonna be a Marine.
Marines. This little piece of paper. This is all I have left of the dream I held for you.
Lights! 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 Aye, sir!
In this war on terror, Americans
You don't have to do this. You and I both know that's not true.
Are you now or have you ever been a homosexual?
No, sir!
This boy is gayer than two left shoes. You can't hide in plain sight.
My mom won't even talk to me. The streets is gonna kill me no matter what.
I made peace with losing you.
I am never giving up on us.
Yeah, they talked about
All
this
right,
movie. The
so-
first half was Gabrielle. They talked and got caught up with her
Uh-huh.
and her family, her 4-year-old daughter, and all of that. You know, she's a very strong advocate for the LGBT community.
Uh-huh.
So she's outspoken.
Mhm.
One of the questions they did ask her when she was sitting with the young man, and his name is Elegance Bratton.
Elegance.
Elegance
Oh.
Bratton. That's a different name, is it?
Mm.
He wanted Gabrielle to play his mom.
Okay.
She died 3 days pretty much before the after the movie came out. So I don't think she
Oh.
ever got to be a part of it to even see herself being portrayed in this movie.
Okay.
But they asked Gabrielle, how did you get into the character of the mom, being so against what you stand for and what you are always
Because
preaching
she got the
about?
whole thing with Dwayne Wade's son.
Yes, that whole thing.
Being transgender.
Yeah, and
They
get
beyond the gay thing.
yeah, they're into like change. The kid is wanting to change the sex.
Yeah, they
It's not even the sexual.
And now when I go,
preferences.
I
It's
still
like
don't-
I identify as another.
And I still
person.
say, as long as until you become 18,
Uh-huh.
no, you gonna
Yeah.
whatever. You could dress or whatever, but you're not getting any kind of
because
surgery
of that young
done
age.
before that.
Yeah, but like any other actor, they had to get into the head of the person's seeing through their lens and through their
Okay.
eyes. And the mom, the sad thing about this gentleman, he shared a little bit about his testimony. His mom put him out. He
Well,
lived on the streets for 10 years.
She probably was like
before
a
he
Christian
joined
or
the
something.
had her Bible.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us we know people who
But
strongly
yet- but here's
it's to
my
the point
thing.
where you are putting your son out in the street.
Right, but
that's hurtful there.
But here's my thing:
Mhm.
they'll do that, right?
Mhm.
But if he was a whoremonger, would she put him out
cheating
then?
on his wife, having kids out of wedlock,
Or just sleeping around?
bringing home a kid after a kid.
Would she put him out then?
No, she won't.
That's what I'm saying.
She'll let him sit there in the house, acting still in her eyes.
Yeah,
it's just as wrong.
Right.
But the sad thing is, he wanted to make amends with his mom, and
Did he before she died?
I think he did to an extent, and then
Okay.
they were trying to get in the head of what where the mom was coming from, wanting her son to represent her when he went to school. She would speak to him every day, and
Mhm.
you know, as far as being, you're representing me as your mom,
Right.
you know, and looking good, make me look good,
Right.
you know, kind of that. Getting in the mindset of the mom.
Mhm.
Maybe she was a very strict religious person that felt like that lifestyle. No, I don't want it in here. I
So
don't want
I
it
probably
around
won't
me.
go see this type of movie.
It was good. It was sadness, and it was good. I think one of the things he shared in
This one of those movies I really don't go
joining
see.
the military, and he got to see be around people that were different than him,
Mhm.
and still you had to have each other's back and
Right.
support each other.
Mhm.
And you're there for a whole different reason, and you need to make it work and make it. Even though that person's different than you, I'm still got your back. You on the
Right.
side of me fighting, we got each other's back.
Right.
We not looking at who your preference is or how you dress or how your eyes are.
Mhm.
So that helped him grow in a direction where opening up to share his story and putting it out there.
So what was the purpose of this movie? Just to what? The show that...
I think you can guess what the purpose is.
Is it just that...
That's his lifestyle. That's his life story.
Is it just that it's like it was a guy who was out there and his mom put him out so that other gay kids don't feel like there's hope or
it could be a number of... However you look at this, because he joined the military.
Oh,
remember, he was in the military as don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, forget that, yeah.
Well, you heard the man hollering in his face, are you a homosexual or whatever? And he said, no, sir.
Exactly.
He had to live in silence with that. He had to go in the closet with that. What's his name was in the military? What's this guy? Billy.
A lot of people in the
Billy, what's his name?
Oh, yeah, the guy that dresses.
Yes, he was in the military.
Yeah.
So it was a don't ask, don't tell thing. Because you
Which came up from a Democrat.
You never
That was Clinton.
And they had to change that.
Wendy says, I popped in, but it pushed me out. That was yesterday, Mom. Okay. And then she said, okay, Mom, hearts. So love you, Mom. And Wendy says, don't judge me because I sin differently than you do. Exactly. Everybody,
I like that line, Wendy. Yeah. Don't judge me because I sin differently than you do. Thank you.
Everybody had their levels of sin.
Yes. And God just looks.
Well, I got one judge.
I keep telling my mom, I was telling my mom earlier, I said, God looks beyond that. Okay, because we know he's forgiven us. If you ask for forgiveness and walk in total direction with him, he looks at the heart of man.
Right.
He looks at this.
Because in that case, all of us are being held.
We look at the outside that this guy is wearing pink hair.
Right.
Oh, wow, you're wearing pink hair. That's not God. God says, what's his heart like, though?
All right.
So this movie hopefully will help people who have struggled like him with the mother relationship.
All right.
His mom kicked him out. She didn't want him in the home. Some people are suffering with that.
All right. Well, talking about somebody suffering, Kanye West.
Oh, you going to his kid situation?
Let's go right to Kanye West.
No,
you said suffering.
You said one of your things is
right here. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West finalized their divorce. Rapper must pay $200K per month.
I add that up,
and that's that. What 2 million? Why is that a big deal for people to make a big deal?
That's $2 million, right? That's 200. That's 200,000 times 12.
What does it matter that he has to pay $200,000 per month in child support?
Because he has all those kids.
Even though she's a billionaire, that has nothing to do. So because she's a billionaire, he doesn't have to pay any child support.
Are some people saying that?
People are mad because he has to pay $200,000 per month in child support.
Oh, because she has money.
Because she has money. What does that have to do with anything? Child support is not supposed to be for the mom.
Here's what you get mad at. When situations where a husband cheats on his wife and she's paying alimony to him. Those are the situations you go,
first of all,
but not him paying for his children.
First of all, he has money in Skims, which is her company that he helped her start it. He makes $200,000 a month just in Skims. So technically, you could say she's paying for child support.
Well, you said he's lost some money and still making money.
He's making money on Skims. He'll make millions and millions of dollars every year as long as she's
helping him make the money to pay the child support.
So her big wide butt that he helped her get is making millions of dollars a year
to help her kids stay, on top of it.
So he's always gonna have $200,000, and he'll get Kanye West will be trust me. Kanye West will be a billionaire again in probably 2 years if he wasn't running for president and spending money.
What's going to happen there?
Because people buy into him. He'll have some lunch sack for a shirt, and everyone to go spend thousands of dollars.
I mentioned yesterday about Joy mentioned a grandfather. I don't know if it was hers because I don't think her grandfather would still be living, but maybe the kid's other father on the other side. He has Yeezy. He has shoes from Yeezy.
Yeah.
And Joy had to remind him, you know what this man has been saying about Jewish people.
Didn't you say this yesterday?
Yeah, I'm saying it again because we're talking about him. How you saying how people will still connect with him and he'll still make money.
Right.
The grandfather said, I don't like what he said.
Don't do the voice.
But
you're trying to do a voice.
I like his shoes.
Right.
I keep his shoes.
Right. They comfortable. But anyway, somebody, and they're ugly to me. She like them. They're ugly.
I think they're different. I
Slave
like that.
shoes.
I like different. No, but there's different styles.
They're all ugly.
No, they're not.
I haven't seen a good looking.
I've seen a few guys with the nice pairs of on. It's like a beige color. And they have that swivel.
It look like you wearing somebody threw some rubber on top of your feet.
I
and
like
just cut
that
holes
shoe.
in it.
I like it. It looks like a bicycle helmet. Those
Maybe
helmets with the little ridges.
Yeah, but anyway, he has to pay $200,000 per month. It was a lot of other stuff in they divorce decree thing. She gets to keep that house he built. He bought across the street from her.
Oh, he gets
remember,
that too?
Yeah, remember everybody's talking about how it was creepy, how he was going to move across the street from her? In the divorce thing, she gets to keep that house. So she's probably happy about that this nut job isn't living across the street from her. Because he would be the type that would sit on the porch with his underwear on and some boots. Those ugly, I know what you did last summer boots.
So that
and
means,
watch and look and see who go in and out of
that
her.
means that he can't live there, though.
No, he can't live there.
Okay.
So thank goodness.
But they signed prenups, too, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm just saying thank goodness for that. But regardless of the prenups, they got a divorce document, and he has to follow the stuff that they said. They got 4 kids. It says the Grammy winner will be required to pay Kardashian $200,000 a month in child support.
And that's until they get 18, right?
He will also be responsible for half of the children's medical, educational, and security expenses.
Okay, so educational may even
He gonna be mad about that because he don't like them going to that school. Both Kardashian and West waived spousal support.
Waived
it.
That's what I don't like when other couples don't, where the husband is going after the wife,
right?
And he had the affair,
or the wife had an affair, and the wife.
I don't like that.
Anybody that had the affair shouldn't get. They shouldn't
get no spousal support.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I don't like that.
The pair also agreed to settle disputes regarding the children by participating in mediation. Good luck with that. Who's the mediator between those two? With Kanye.
It would have to be Jesus Christ himself.
Right. However, it has to be somebody that makes over $400 million a year because he don't listen. If you don't, you got to make more than him. Yeah. So whoever this person is. However, if either party fails to take part, the other is allowed to make the decision in a dispute by default.
Ooh.
Somebody told her to write that in.
Yeah.
Mediation, and if he don't want to listen or don't want to sit down, she wins by default.
Okay, got it.
The couple's assets, including their property, will be divided based upon their prenup.
Okay.
So that's what you asked if they had a prenup.
In place. Gotta be.
Cute little family though, isn't it?
I know.
I hope he can get it together. I wish I do. There's still a thing about Kanye. I think Kanye trolls a lot, and I think he does a lot of stuff just to get under people's skin. He knew he was taking that white supremacist man to Trump's house for dinner. And now McConnelly, did you hear this, Ma? Because you watch CNN all the time. McConnelly says that when he took that man to Trump's place, he cost Trump the election.
That's why he did
Pence
that.
said it. McConnelly said it. They said because they don't want to be labeled a white supremacist.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if Kanye did it on purpose.
Come on, you guys. If Kanye is pulling moves like this, he's not as
crazy as we think.
Thank you. He thought about that because he's running.
He took that man's table and sat down.
And that's probably why he said, why don't you be my
running mate? He knew when he walked in with that crazy man, crazier than him, that Trump wasn't going to be president.
Wow.
So he asked him then, would you consider being my vice president?
He lost some brownie points there. That was a smart move, Kanye. Because that man, Fuentes, is very negative right now.
This man talk about black people.
They don't want to be associated with him.
He called us animals.
Yes.
He said that the only thing that can clean up our neighborhoods is to send in the troops. He pretty much said we savages.
Yeah, we need to go back to the jungle.
And Kanye walking around with his I know what you did last summer boots.
Yes.
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Yes. That was really good. That was a very good, that was a chess move.
He has everyone talking about it,
even Pence.
All of them.
And Pence is I told you, he's a spineless man.
Well,
he says, I don't agree with what Trump did with allowing that man to sit down at his table. But I want to go on record and say, I'm reiterating, wording. I don't think Trump is an anti-Semite because I wouldn't have voted for him.
No,
I wouldn't have ran with him if I thought he was racist.
That's a lie. That's pride
but
covering up the fact that you made a mistake.
He shouldn't have let that man come sit at his table. And he should have added this. And he shouldn't have asked those people to kill me. Now, other than those two things, other than telling the mob to hang me and allowing a racist piece of crap to come to his wife's dinner table, she probably wasn't even there.
But you know what?
Other than those two minor things, I think he's a good guy.
I'm starting to think now that you're saying this. Thank you. Because
you think his Kanye doing all this on purpose?
No. Other than that,
okay.
that's to me is pretty much yes. But Pence, going back to Pence, this is my opinion.
This man is spineless.
I think, and we've had a situation like this happen in one of our old churches.
He's horrible.
Because one thing about leadership in the churches, if there's a spirit of pride, they're going to cover up the mistake. If you bring that mistake to their face,
right,
they'll justify it, cover it up.
Right.
I believe in my heart, Pence missed God
when he was running.
When he ran with Trump.
Yep.
He was supposed to run wholeheartedly.
He was supposed to run by himself.
And
then the evangelicals would have voted for him.
I felt, and because of that, and him being disobedient, look what happened to him.
Exactly.
His life was threatened. He was associated with this knucklehead.
Thank you.
And God was probably saying, just like how he told the children of Israel at the beginning, I want to be your leader. We want Saul. We want Saul as our king. And God is like, okay.
You want that lunatic? Pence. And Saul was a lunatic.
So I really feel like Pence is covering up. He made a mistake. And he can't speak to it because he's so prideful.
Well, he can't speak to it because then he looks like an idiot for running with the man.
He looks like an idiot. So that's my opinion. That's my take on it. But
I think he's running. He's going to run.
He's not going to win.
He's not going to win, but he's going to run because they keep talking about him. DeSantis is going to run. I believe DeSantis is going to run, especially since Trump just had a nut job, 2 nut jobs coming to his house. DeSantis is for sure going to run.
Oh, he gonna milk that one.
And all the Republicans,
he's going to use that against Trump.
The only people that's going to vote for Trump is Trumpsters.
Yeah, that's it. It's like a entertainer.
Yeah,
like a star. Your star, your person you love as a fan. He may be the dirtiest and filthiest, but you love him. You love him.
But then y'all know how we are.
What?
We got a 2-second attention span and a shiny object.
Anything could happen in 2
Anything
years.
could happen.
That's true.
Trump could win still. With all of this.
Anna said, don't underestimate him again. Don't go down that road again.
Don't underestimate Trump.
Keep your eye on this man. That comb over hairstyle. Keep your eye on him.
He's conning.
There.
Okay, Kanye West compares himself to Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay. How? His size?
There's nothing about it other than that
kids.
They both black.
He has 4 kids.
They both black.
And Martin Luther King has 4.
Okay.
Maybe the number of kids.
They both black.
They both black. Both of their moms had died. I don't know. What other reason is he compared to Martin Luther King?
They both are well known.
Okay.
Then he bails on an interview after challenge over anti-Semitism.
Okay.
First, he said that he thought he was Malcolm X. He was closer to Malcolm X.
Okay.
And now that everything has been taken from him and he's a holy man.
Yes.
He's now Martin Luther King Jr.
It depends.
Now, I like Kanye.
I'm telling you, if he didn't take his meds, he may even think he is Trump one day.
Kanye West continued his bizarre alt-right media tour on Monday when he was joined by Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes. Mm-hmm. How do people deny the Holocaust?
I really don't understand.
We actually met World War II black veterans.
Yes.
Who freed people from concentration camps. Are they lying too? Who are these people?
How can you be in such a denial of something that's so drastic happened in our history? It's like you acting like that was another planet.
At first, West, who now goes by Ye, energetically defended himself against the media backlash spurred by his recent rash of anti-Semitic comments, while simultaneously doubling down by repeating hate language about Jewish control of the media and banking. But when Poole generally probed that line of questioning, Ye bailed.
He quickly
because he kept on saying they. And then the guy was like, well, who is they? Mm-hmm. So he's saying Jewish people. And then the man didn't say Jewish people. He was saying, well, maybe the media. And Kanye got mad because he didn't say it was Jewish people.
Oh.
I just got to go to the heart of this anti-Semite claim, West said as he dove into a monologue in which he accused former retail partners Gap and Adidas, as well as Vogue magazine, former presidents, he can't stand Barack Obama and Donald Trump and his personal trainer of being part of a Jewish-led conspiracy to destroy his career.
Why do he need to be a part of a conspiracy?
It's the truth.
Where his career is being destroyed by his words.
Ye said in his anti-Semitic claims, pointing to his rapid fall from grace as proof that he's been targeted and brought low by a shadowy, citing former Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Remember, he was with Obama. That's a Jewish guy. Mm-hmm. And Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Remember, he had him next to him.
Yes.
See, all these powerful men got these Jew guys next to them.
Yes.
So, they're the ones controlling the world, When right-wing host Poole probed that area and noted that where West sees Jewish people and associates them with power, Poole doesn't think that it's not relevant to discussion. The bottom line is he got mad because the guy wouldn't say the Jews
like
taking
he
over.
Wanted him to say specifically
that it was the Jewish
they
people.
were.
What is this thing with him? It wasn't always. When did he start not liking Jewish people?
I don't know. I really don't know because we can't explain confusion.
And that's the anti-Martin Luther King, by the way. He marched with Jewish people.
That's why I don't understand.
And NAACP was started by Jewish people and black people.
Martin Luther King's name in his mouth? When you knew
he would be closer saying Malcolm X than Martin Luther King.
I don't understand why he even would put Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. Like even when I told you my mom and I saw that church, you guys, if you're looking on the news, 700 Club, there's a church in Paris, outside of Paris, that's called Martin Luther King, MLK Center. It's a church, multi-ethnicity, racial people, beautiful. It's like a glimpse of what heaven probably will be because it's all races of people worshiping Jesus Christ, Yeshua, the King of all of us. Mm-hmm. We're joint heirs with him.
Yeah.
So Martin Luther King, the guy even built his church on the dream and the speeches of Martin Luther King about all of us living together at the same table. Why would you even put his name in your mouth when you are speaking against a race of people?
I don't understand it.
And that's not love.
But anyway.
Come on,
so the bottom line is this all real or is this all some elaborate thing?
You think a shiny object that he's constantly trying to throw up to get us off?
I know I don't care. He don't affect my life one thing at all, other than us talking about him. So,
but you know what? It's so funny that you said that because I don't know why I thought of this. Those of you who are Christians and you read the Bible, remember when Jesus was fasting 40 days
and the devil came?
He was so hungry. The enemy knew I'm gonna come at him because that's his weak points.
So you think he's weak right now?
No, I'm thinking of how stupid the devil was. Why would you are stupid to say to Jesus, hey, follow me and I'll give you all of this.
When he already owned it.
Thank you.
So what is that?
That's stupidity.
So you saying
and you can't figure it out. So Satan, he created everything and you're going to tell him it's yours.
What are you saying? How is this identified with
confusion.
Kanye? Oh, okay.
We can't explain
confusion.
That's what the world is today.
Hey. Who is that?
Temptation.
Ball of confusion. He should say he's like the Temptations. Right.
That's your theme song.
Yes.
Everywhere you go.
Ball of confusion. You remember I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yes.
Was that the guy with the theme music?
He came out of prison.
He said everybody should have theme music.
That was the brother saying that. Yeah.
Everybody should have theme music.
They had the little violins.
So when Kanye, he should have that song playing.
That's his theme song.
Ball of confusion. And it should be like a group behind him singing that song as he walks down the street.
We got it in our hands. We should do that.
Oh, I need to write comedy, I tell you. Don't start, Wendy. Every time I start saying I should write something, then Wendy go on this whole big old thing.
That's his theme song.
But that is his theme song.
Ball of Confusion.
Ball of Confusion.
Yes.
A group should follow him and sing that song everywhere Kanye
you
goes.
are so confused.
All right, so that's him.
Okay.
But that's, again, we say all of that. Pray for Kanye,
That's
y'all.
all we can do.
But if he brought down Trump by bringing that Fuentes guy, can we be mad at him?
I don't know, because the enemy will fight each other to bring each
If
other
he
down.
had that theme music playing when he walked into Mar-a-Lago, Trump would have known. As he was walking in, confusion. And then Trump would have been
the world
like,
is today.
Trump would have been like this, something is going on here. But he's so stupid, he would have just,
He don't even
he would have
know.
just told him to get on stage and dance to whoever those guys was. Hey, black guys, can you entertain for us for the whole night?
Like the OJs did on my show?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Wendy says, for some reason they think homosexuality is worse than any other sin. That's true.
I
Going
know.
back to that.
Thank you.
Linda with the Y says, hello everyone. Hello ladies. Hey Linda.
Uh-huh.
Wendy says Dennis Edwards. So that was your
Yes, the Temptations with
Wendy's
him.
laugh out loud. And then Angie says, hey there, pretty ladies. Hey y'all, what's going on?
Let me read it.
What?
People moving out, people moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Run, but you just can't hide. An eye for an eye, a two for a two. Vote for me and I'll set you free.
Oh,
rap
that's
on,
Kanye.
rap on, brother. Rap. Well, the only person talking about love today is the preacher. And it seems nobody gets just all learning but the teacher. Segregation, determination, demonstration, integration, aggregation, humiliation, devastation, and our nation. All the confusion. That's what the world is today. Hey.
Yes, that is Kanye West.
Oh, you are
rap on. He said, "Rap on, brother.
Rap on.
Vote for me, and I'll vote, and I'll set you free." That is Kanye
That's
West.
your theme song, my brother.
Ball of Confusion.
Ball of Confusion. Thank you.
Wow.
I had to pull those words out.
Now watch everybody talk about it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Woods Report. Okay.
Woods Report.
Okay.
So if we see it that anywhere, any skits or things going on,
hey, the Woods Report said that.
they'll never say they watch us.
Theme
Some
song.
stupid channel on
Kanye,
YouTube.
that's his theme song.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
go ahead.
He might even say it.
Hey, y'all got a good idea.
Right.
Because he'll look at it from another lens.
Right.
Remember?
All right, here we go. I'm so this Shanquella Robinson.
No, we got to
thing.
keep this
I
going.
know we have
We
to.
got to see what the updates are.
We need all of these
One at a
friends locked
time.
up.
All those friends.
Breaking news. Dejanay Jackson arrested in the United States.
Yes.
That was the one we saw beating up on Shanquella Robinson.
On video.
Mm-hmm. At least that was the one that should have got taken up.
All people.
If all people.
Because we see her.
Yes.
Boom, boom.
San Jose, Del Cabo.
Del Cabo.
Baja, California. During the night of November 28th, Dejanay Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. I'm saying it right. After a controlled judge issued an arrest warrant against her for the crime of femicide of Shanquella Robinson. That's the murder of a female. Ooh. Murdered on October 29th in the Cabo Villas complex.
Use that word.
Right.
Homicide.
In this tourist destination. Okay. Dejanay Jackson, who some people allegedly said was a man at one time.
Was that a rumor?
I don't know if it's real or not. Has anybody found if that's true or not?
If she's a transgender or something?
Dejanay Jackson was placed in federal custody, waiting for her to begin her extradition process to Mexico, where she would be formally accused of the femicide of the 25-year-old businesswoman. Now, I know some people who are transgender don't see why it makes a difference. It does.
What do you mean?
Because that's really a man that's beating up a woman.
I know.
I don't care what. Unless you've been taking hormones for years and years
you don't
and
have
years,
the muscle tone.
and you don't have the muscle tone of a man.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of a man beating up a woman. I'm sorry y'all don't like it.
Well,
if you're transgender, but it's the truth.
I know, but it can't be cut and dry.
Right.
It has to be the body
exactly.
structure.
We don't know her.
There are some transgenders who go to that opposite sex, and they're just as
and
small
we don't
and
know
petite.
exactly. We don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But we know she was small, Shanquella.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Now, her fight me day to day, it ain't the same.
Even as a woman.
As a man.
I'm just saying the woman, some women don't even match.
Exactly.
Being woman on woman.
So it does matter on who the two people involved. It matters on how long this person has been taking hormones and the muscle tone of the person. Other than that, obviously it was a non-fair fight
for you. Now that we on that, if it was a big woman and she beats a man,
that's bad
and
too.
Kills him.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay, so it's not so much.
You
gender.
know how many? It's wrong. You know how many YouTube and and all these videos.
I don't know why I thought of next Friday with the big girl that he was running from.
Of big women dragging men all around the house. You know how many videos I've seen of that? And laying on him, he can't get up.
It's not funny.
Right.
It's abuse on both ends.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, so we got Angie says, have y'all heard the song Don't Stay in School by Boy in the Band? I think you should really really like this song. Okay, so we have to look at that.
Okay.
Angie says, not all of us. It gives y'all the credit. Wendy says, an arresting officer says it's a process and they probably want to talk to Dejanay before they deal with the others to see how much they can get out of her. I agree. Jack says they say she's female and recently had a child. Okay, so that answers that. Okay. So that was allegedly then.
Okay.
Angie says, I think they all jumped on her after they stopped recording. But either way, they are all guilty to some point, and it does make a difference, a lot of difference, when it's a biological male, hormones or not.
And a little bit that they saw on camera is enough to even put them,
They saw enough on camera, in my opinion, not only her, but the guy filming it should also have been arrested. Yeah. That was the minimal. The minimal was those two.
Right.
He filmed it and she jumped on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. So if that's true that she has a child, then so she's a woman. She has a Where did that even come from? No, that she was a transgender.
I don't know.
You see how people just take stuff and
they'll run
go with it.
Yeah, and you have to be so careful what you're reading and what you're looking at on
because
social
that
media.
Does matter. If that was somebody who recently transgender or whatever transfer and still has the muscle tone of a man. That does matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Wendy says they said the rumor about Dejanay started because somebody checked off male on her paperwork. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's where that came from.
Okay.
All right. I'm glad y'all see. That's why we have co-hosts. These people, y'all come in, y'all family.
We may not look.
Y'all come in. Soon we'll get it where y'all can call in. We have to figure it out, y'all. We not technique savvy. We just now signed on to Twitch to be on Twitch at the same time. Angie says, but I honestly don't think what was seen in the video was enough to kill her. I said that too.
They have to show proof.
You got to show that what that video did.
That they're hitting their blows.
Yeah. But what they can do is they can use that against her and make her talk. It would make her say,
and don't
other
they have
people
a civil case too, regardless? These kids gonna be in jail for a
if
while.
They used her credit card,
they're going for jail for
you
something.
going for something.
Because even with O.J. Simpson, civil cases against him. They couldn't prove that he killed the wife.
But they did. They did the civil case.
So hey,
which means nothing because he had money hid in other places.
Yeah, probably.
So let's just keep that up in prayer. Let's keep on this story. Make sure we stay on
What's
it.
Done in the dark will
because
come to light.
as soon as we fall off talking about it, nothing. It'll be a dead case.
Right.
So we have to keep talking about it.
That's true.
Jack says it came from the Mexican maids at the villa. They said she kept taking off her hair. Oh.
Do they not know black women in hair?
Yeah, you can forget that if you think that makes you a male.
Take our hair off sometimes.
Wendy says, and what do they watch looking at her for her hair anyway?
Thank you.
Why do you looking at what's going on in my room?
That has nothing to do with gender. There's men whose hair is longer than ours.
There's men who take their hair off.
Yes. You ladies that's trying to clean and stuff.
The men take their hair off at night and put it on.
We saw her take her hair off. That's why we think she's a man.
Wendy says they said the video showed when Dejanay slammed her to the ground. You can see her head goes all the way down.
Oh, see, they can study those videos. Yeah. I think they do now on TV.
Yeah,
they take the video.
They look at
shot by shot.
Yeah, they look. And what was she doing? Because I couldn't even hardly watch the video. After she landed on the floor at the end, when the idiot guy was like, "Fight back!" Did she move? I know I saw her do this. Is that the end of the video? Does she ever get up? Does she ever move?
Yeah, the rest of that will be
all
hard.
of that is
and
gonna...
the coroner's account will have to really be real clear.
Yeah. Angie says, "Oh no, I mean, think more happened to her after the video ended, but yeah, what we did see was more than enough to throw them in jail." Yeah, that was assault right there. In Mexico, you can go to jail for way long just for doing what we saw.
See,
so they got her. She's
if
done.
If they try her there, they may have different laws and stuff. And
she's done.
How they look at things.
Angie says, "Yeah, I heard that too. People think that's when her neck broke." Yeah,
and keep in mind,
she just sat there.
Looked...
Wendy says when she kicked her, she didn't move, and Linda says, "But the fact she didn't fight back is questionable." Yeah,
and then too, I don't think this is going to be tried in the United States.
Jack says the dad said there's a second video. I heard that too. There's another video that we haven't seen, and Angie says no. She don't get up, but she starts to lift her head. Not sure. Yeah.
But remember, whatever their laws are there, that's where they're going. Their laws may even be stronger than ours. This video may put this girl in jail, whereas we go innocent to proven guilty. We got to make sure that her 15 hit, didn't kill her.
Well, they're going to put her in jail because they don't want to mess up their people coming tourism.
Yeah.
So that she's gone. She's it. She might as well forget it. She's gone for the rest of her life. Wendy says they also said the difference in the time as when she died is because they probably paid off the doctor and the other people in the room.
The sad thing is
the police did
an investigation on the police as well.
I told y'all that yesterday. They opened up an investigation on the police. Because
sometimes the police, it's unfortunate that the police can get their hands and be so dirty that gets the people off.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So keep them in prayer. Let's keep looking at this case, making sure that, I think a lot's going to happen now that they got her because she's going to talk. She's going to spill all the beans and we're going to hear everything that happened.
She has a very good lawyer.
Yeah. Jack says it was over 30 head blows. That's ridiculous.
You that angry at somebody?
But they do that all the time. How many times do we see this, y'all, on video? Where somebody jumping people or people jumping on somebody?
People are doing
they just don't die, so they get away with it.
And they're releasing a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of blows.
Yeah. Angie says her family or her people said she's never been a fighter and wouldn't have hit her friends regardless of what was done to her. Okay. Shaking my head, she was too good for friends like that. And Wendy says the police were in her room. Ridiculous. So we're gonna keep up on this, guys.
Why she didn't fight back if she's not a
not a fighter. Yeah. And everybody don't fight. Everybody's not a fighter.
I know.
Jack says, thank you for shedding the light on this tragic story. Yeah, we did. I remember we talked about this the second day it broke. I saw it the first day, right before we was getting ready to go on. And so I didn't put it in what we was talking about.
That the social media blew it up.
That's what blew it up and made them do something about it.
Thank you.
This happens all the time. Corrupt police, Wendy said. Yeah. So they're gonna investigate the police.
The police is doing their thing.
They're going to break her. She going to talk. She going to sing like a bird and tell on everybody.
Well, what would you think she'll sing? Would she try to make it look like it was that she had a reason to fight her?
She's going to try to make it seem like I did, but everybody else did too. I'm not the only one that hit her and kicked her in the face. So,
are we thinking she's going to come from that thing? Because some people...
She already gone.
Because some people justify for their fighting.
No, she's gone.
Like she threatened me. She said she was going to kill me. And I was beating her.
They're gonna tell them
I was trying to fight for my life.
They're gonna tell them you're gonna go for the rest of your life. You might as well say that. But you can go one or two ways. We got a lot of different prisons in Mexico. There's some prisons you do not want to go to. You're gonna go there unless you talk, or you can go to another one that's a little bit better than that. You still gonna spend the rest of your life in jail. So that's what's gonna make them talk. It ain't gonna be that you're gonna get off. You're not getting off. Okay. It's just you want to be under the prison or you want to be on top of the prison.
And either way,
you want a bed, you want a mattress, or you want to sleep on the floor for 50 years. Which one you want?
And either way, you're not gonna have your hair. So
you ain't gonna have your hair there.
Your hairstyle.
You can forget that. And you black and you in a Mexican prison.
You need to put braids in your head and be done.
Girl, them Mexican ladies gonna love you when you walk in. They're gonna be like, is this the one that was
Why you gotta talk? You don't like me to use the accent. But you talking like that lady gonna talk like that, Kim?
Yes. They gonna be speaking Spanish and Deja ain't gonna know nothing what they said. They gonna be talking about shanking her and doing all kinds of stuff.
She won't even know.
She's so stupid she ain't gonna even know.
Wow.
All of them.
Wow.
All of them. And the guy videotaping. Oh, Holmes. And you like to videotape.
Why you gotta talk like that?
You like videotaping, Holmes. Oh, you like videotaping women getting beat, huh, Holmes? Oh, you want to videotape this? They gonna get him too. And the guy prison.
They in trouble.
Yes, forget it. Hey, Holmes.
I know they sound like the guy on the next Friday when they live next door with his hat covering his eyes.
Hey, Holmes. I know they told you. I know. Hey, let me tell you something around here. Let me tell you something right here, all right? The police don't run nothing up in here. You understand?
Not gonna talk like that.
Watch, they gonna tell them. I know what they told you. They told you was gonna have a mattress and all that. Guess what? I want 2 mattresses.
It's so funny that
I want your mattress and mine. Guess that, Desiree.
Remember, I'm old school, y'all. On Good Times when JJ was in jail and that big old black man.
Yes.
He said, I don't have a napkin.
No.
JJ took his hat
and gave it to him.
Let him use it as a napkin.
And the police is getting investigated, so she can't even go. They can't even go to the police at the prison.
God.
Oh, you're like telling on people, Holmes. You paid us off. We were good with you, right? So now, because of you, my cousin Pedro lost his job.
Right.
So now
you gonna get some letters. Nobody like when you.
Why his
name gotta be Pedro?
We look away. Okay. We look away. I don't care what judge told you what.
The guys that the Hispanics that was on next Friday, the Friday
it's
next,
over
when they lived next door to his cousin Mookie, whatever his name was, and he has. Hey Holmes, what you trying to do, man?
I'm telling you, family. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you know. I love my people. I love black people, but I do not mix. I do not mess with Mexican people.
Well, not with
family, not in their country.
But here's the thing: you think we've learned,
and not in their neighborhood.
But you think we've learned from all of the TV news with even what's her name in Russia, the basketball player with the sunglasses in China, any country but ours.
No,
please don't do crazy.
And people, let me tell you something.
Oh my goodness,
the Latino people, family. Family. This girl paid for you to come to this trip.
You know what?
And then that's what you do.
You kill her. You beat her.
Then you take her credit card.
So we're saying allegedly.
Then you take her credit card and use it.
Yes. That's what. Now, when you
going under the jail in Mexico. Forget it. They don't like that.
Fighting her, whatever. Okay. The fact that you used her card after you did knocked her out. Really? That's really
and
bold.
You like giving people blows to heads?
That's bold.
You like jumping on people and beating them up? Let's take a couple of those when you first arrive in prison.
So let's just keep this on.
They not gonna have an easy. They not gonna have an easy time.
We'll not gonna have an easy time if they're let go, right?
Not gonna have an easy time.
Let's see.
What they should have done, and I said this, is they should have fallen on the sword while they was there. They should have been like, we beat this girl up. We didn't know she was going to die. We sorry.
You probably would have gotten more sympathy.
You would have got more sympathy because then even the Mexican people would have been like, all right, we've jumped on people and, you don't know.
Into it still,
But to go back, get in the family's face and her mom's face.
I think one of the things.
Bring her luggage back and say she died of something else.
I can say this and we can move on. I think if they would have came clean like you're saying, it wouldn't have gotten the police even in trouble.
Exactly.
Because now there's an open investigation on them.
Yeah, so y'all forget it.
So you didn't stir the pot up.
Forget it, honey. You gone. Okay. If you ain't never known Jesus, you might want to learn him now. You might get away with converting to being Catholic because there might be some people in the Mexican prison that be, hey, she said Mary. She said Mother Mary. Mother Mary.
Okay.
Just, you might get away with converting to Catholicism, but I don't know how good. Come on now, the Mexican mafia and all of them. Come on, you don't play with that.
Okay,
they gonna eat them up. All right, let's go back. What was y'all saying? Lord have mercy. Angie says, oh, that was one dude who came in later, said he got there and seen she was sick, but never heard about a fight. Shaking my head. I call bull crap. He knew more. You can't tell me different. Thank you. Right. He didn't just show up.
Knew they
and
fighting.
He left without her. He didn't ask no questions. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Wendy says she must have been in excruciating pain. Yeah. I know. Angie says, oh my God, I want to know why and how she had no clothes on. They probably set it up and snuck it on her in her most vulnerable, in the time when she was vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Probably when she got out the shower or something. Wendy says, misery loves company. She'll talk. She's evil. Yes. Angie says, laugh out loud. Oh my God, you ain't going to have no hair. She ain't going to have nothing in prison. Mm-mm. Jack says, too funny. He probably laughing at when I was making jokes. Wendy says when she sees that filthy jail, she's going to talk if she hasn't already. My son's grandfather was Mexican. Laugh out loud. Jack says, so sad. Wendy says they were moving her all over the place with a broken spine and internal decapitation. She suffered. So don't worry, they're going to suffer in prison, y'all.
Yeah, you have to read that.
All right, let's move on. Okay. This story's ridiculous. I don't know why I threw this in here, but
why?
Do you remember the Addams Family?
Yeah, Wednesday.
You remember Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole series on Wednesday on Netflix.
Yeah, I told
Did
you.
You know that?
On The View.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on The View. They were talking about her character because her normal personality is kind of like a little bit dry.
The Wendy and the Addams Family is dry.
She was excited to get this part. Because she can play this. This is how she is.
Oh, dry.
Yeah, dry. Really like talk like this and kind of like.
But they said
weird.
that it's breaking audience on Netflix. It surpasses Stranger Things.
Yes, because she's strange by herself.
It looks like it was a good first week for the Netflix original series and the Addams Family. What is that?
Reimagining
Wednesday. The new series was so popular that its first week of viewership topped the previously held record by Stranger Things 4 for the streaming service.
Because Stranger Things was big during Halloween. People would dress up their home or they would dress up like the Stranger Things, like that person hanging. So this Wednesday character, they love this.
Now, the funny thing about this, and I'll probably get a lot of people who don't agree with me.
What?
I wasn't big on the Addams Family. I like the monsters.
I like the monsters more than the Addams Family.
They were funnier.
But I did watch the Addams Family because that's all that was on back in the day.
Yeah, I watched it.
You know, Uncle Fester and Ed, Cousin Ed, and the hand.
Yeah.
And you right.
Right.
So I love the monsters more because they were funnier.
The monsters was funnier to me.
Eddie and
the monsters was funnier.
Marilyn, their cousin, was ugly.
Addams Family was darker to me.
Wednesday
I never
liked
her. But the kids are watching this, they said.
They love her. Yeah.
And they said that parents, I was listening to Charlemagne on Breakfast Club. He says this is about the only thing he can talk to his daughter about now that they have in common. And because you know, when they teenagers, you're uncool. They don't want to talk to you. You will get away from me. But when he says, "Oh, is Eagle or Cousin Ed," or and her daughter look at him like, it's like, "Oh, you know the Addams Family."
I think
so he knows the Addams Family.
And I'm gonna look at it and see just to check it out because they were talking about it on The View. She was on The View. I want to say one of the things that make her popular is because she was different. And still accepted, kind of. They still, you know. She
went to school.
She was around other kids.
Yeah,
and she was just. You almost want kids to kind of be,
but she wasn't Marilyn. That's why I said the monsters was like
no. But I'm saying as far as I'm looking at it from different lens here. I'm looking at it as a lot of kids feel. The outcast.
Oh, so she represents
nobody
that.
likes me. I'm weird.
Right.
Or they think I'm spooky or crazy. I mean, whatever the negative is with the child.
Yeah.
This almost makes them like shine. Like
it's like it's okay to be different.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
I love. I'm different. I may be weird to you.
And Wednesday is different. Wednesday's different.
Wednesday is odd.
And so it's okay to be different.
I'm looking at it that way.
Okay, maybe that's why she's popular.
Maybe.
Wendy, Jack says I'm planning on watching Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Wendy says monsters, thumb up. Yeah, I like the monsters.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna watch Wednesday too, y'all.
Yeah.
I like watching stuff all at one time.
Yeah.
I don't like this every.
But you're saying
I like watching. What is it?
What is it that's not gonna let you do that anymore? I thought it was
Netflix was starting to say they want to start producing weekly things, but
and not let you catch up. up when we used to
Yeah.
watch from season 1
I
all the
like
way
watching
to
the
10.
whole season at one time.
Okay.
I don't like watching something
Yeah,
every.
let's watch this and give our view on it next. the
Wendy
show.
says, "Did you know that Herschel Walker said his baby is ugly because his wife had bad genes?"
Mushmouth. Well, I can't be surprised, Wendy, that Mushmouth said that
Not ugly because his big hawk head.
because he ain't.
And why are you calling a baby ugly?
And he's not drop dead gorgeous because some people can say you look like you one of the animal families.
He's
And I won't
so
say
stupid.
it, but y'all know what
He's
I'm saying.
Herman Monster. They should. We just talk about the monsters. He's Herman Monster with a blockhead.
But you know what? Back in the day, his name was number one. I remember back
Herschel
in
Walker.
Herschel Walker was fine back then.
Yeah.
He was mentioned a lot. It was back during Walter Payton.
Yeah.
Herschel. Yeah, he was the man. He was
What'd
the
you say,
man.
Ma?
Herschel Walker 1 week they was in Texas with most of his life, and now he's in Georgia.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
He changes with the wind.
Let me read this.
Where he's from,
This
where
way
he
you got that
lives.
from, Wendy. Herschel Walker blames wife's awful genes for son being an ugly baby. U.S. Republican Senate candidate. It's even hard to say that. Herschel Walker jokingly blamed. This is real. He's really a Senate.
He's going to be a
candidate.
senator.
Blamed his wife's awful genes for the fact his son Christian Walker was an ugly baby. The comments have gained renewed attention online after Twitter account Patriot Takes shared clips of a talk Herschel Walker delivered to military personnel and civilian staff at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. Patriot Takes, which describes itself as researchers monitoring and exposing right-wing extremism, noted in its Twitter thread that the comments were from an event in 2019.
They trying to find stuff on him, you guys. Remember, they don't want him to win.
You ain't got to find nothing on him. He says stuff every day.
I'm not, aside from him saying his stuff to put his foot in his mouth, people are still trying to bring ladies still coming forth, and they're going to try to keep pulling him down because they really don't want this man
Christian
to
Walker,
win.
who is now 23 years old, strongly criticized his father in a series of social media. Oh, that's the boy that keep talking about his dad.
So that's the young man that they
That was the one that's supposed to be ugly.
He's
The
not ugly.
Republican is now facing a runoff election, with Raphael. In his 2019 remarks at Joint Base, Walker described his son as a smart kid who was book-wise, extremely smart street-wise, dumb as a brick. He got some nerve. He's calling somebody
like
dumb.
father, like son.
Walker said that he had helped to deliver Christian and described him as being ugly when he was born.
He was a
He
baby.
probably
He probably
meant-
had stuff all over his
Because
face.
he's an idiot, he probably meant, you know how when people say they come out, they
when
look
the babies
weird
come
looking.
out, like he's supposed to have a suit and tie on.
He
What
said
is
when
wrong
I
with him?
Yes.
Stupid.
He probably did think he should have a suit and tie on.
Why's my son got all this stuff on his face?
I paid for some clothes. I bought some clothes, some maternity clothes.
Shouldn't they have not put that on him?
Now, I just thought that when you buy the clothes, that when they come out, that's what they
You
for.
have his little
It's-
tie.
I bought him a delivery outfit, and my wife told me that that's what they wear when they come out.
when they come
So
out.
I thought when I bought him the delivery outfit that he was gonna have the thing on there. Now I don't know why he just came out naked. I don't understand.
Knucklehead.
When I delivered him, he had he had this long old head. Walker said, "No, seriously." He had the nerve to say no, seriously.
No.
So people was laughing.
Right.
When he said that,
Right.
when I delivered him to him, he had his long old head, and everybody laughing. No, seriously, I'm serious. I'm really serious right now.
Okay.
See, he looked like an alien. Now I told my wife. Now she done pushed out a baby. Now he gonna tell his wife right there. I guess she done push her out and agged
Baby,
me.
this baby ugly.
She agged me. I told my wife then while everything was coming out of her, she was out of it. Have your parents got some awful genes, don't they? I leaned over at her while she just pushed this whole baby out of her. I said, "Baby, he's so ugly, ain't he?" Now, not only did he not have the outfit on that I bought for him, but his head is long. Now, you would think his head would be not regular coming out.
Don't listen to this stupid man no more.
And then he ugly because your parents. And I bet your parents was in the other room. That's the dumbest.
You know what? We're not going to say anything because we wanted her to marry him because he got a lot of money.
And then you said, no matter how ugly your child is, you think he's pretty. he went on. No matter how ugly your child is,
Yes.
you got to tell them they're pretty. You know, you's an ugly child.
So
they clean Christian up and stuff. And stuff. So they what's the stuff? They cleaned them up and stuff. What's the stuff? Did they teach them how to read? Did they start putting them in school right there?
No, they cleaned him up and stuff.
What's the stuff?
The stuff is up, all that was on him.
Oh, he's a big.
Clean him up and stuff.
And stuff. All right, here we go. They clean him up and stuff. Hold on. A commercial that came on here. I don't want to see this commercial. Oh, Lord Jesus. I can't read it no more. Oh, it's gone. Okay. But anyway, they cleaned them up and stuff. And then, here it is. Here it is. They cleaned them up. I got to get back to this story. Dumb as a brick. All right. All right.
You know what
long head. Okay. They cleaned him up and stuff. And they cleaned him up and put the cap on top his crown. And I think he's not that bad. See, that was that outfit I bought him. If he would have come out in that, then I wouldn't have judged him so much.
He would have been cuter.
Yeah, they waited to clean him up and stuff.
He's talking now. What did they love sitting there listening to this man talk? I don't understand.
Walker went on to relate how he had seen a newborn baby girl next to Christian, whom he described as beautiful. But added that normally little kids are ugly when they really born at first. But that there right there one was beautiful.
You said that there right there.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before. More kid ugly like mine. But that one right there, she pretty.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I'm looking at Christian and I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, oh, wow. I'm going to slide her on over a little stuff because everybody going to come to that window and go, wow. That's a beautiful little girl. And then they going to come on over to my window with Christian Walker and say, whoa, X-Files. Like he an alien or something.
This man. Please, you guys.
They put both of them kids in the window, see?
No. Here's the message after this. You don't need to read no more. Please don't. We over our hour. This is the message after all of this. Please vote on election day. In Georgia.
I'll tell you one thing.
Please vote.
If you put me up to Raphael, I bet y'all look better than he do. I bet you one dang on thing now. Put pictures on there. Don't just put our names on that thing. They go in there and push that hole in. Put that thing. Don't they know how they vote? Don't they use rocks and stuff? Don't you take a rock and bang the thing in there? Whatever they do,
like the little hammer,
do a picture of me and that big cone head Raphael.
Who look better?
I look better than Raphael.
I should get more votes.
And I bet you $19 trillion that I'll win. Just on looks alone. I would win.
That's all. That's all you
big
got.
Dummy.
You can't talk and you don't have no good thoughts.
Wendy says he insulted his wife. Yes, he did. And her family.
Pushing that baby out.
Jack says, what? Jack says, I think he has CTE. I think so too.
Me too.
I think he hit his head, and I think
he's a ball player. So a lot of them are trying to get testing on these ball players and the injuries.
Yeah. Wendy says, if you did it a long time ago, you still did it. Wendy says he's a handsome young man. Yeah, Christian, his son. But not that when he was born that window. He looked like an X-Files alien. And he didn't have that outfit on, I bought him. When they cleaned him up and stuff, then they put that thing on their head and covered him up. See better. That baby next to him, that little girl, she didn't have to have all that there.
Pretty. She
was a pretty baby.
They said, whoa, wow, for us.
Wendy said he's a handsome young man. Linda says, I agree, Miss Pearson. Wendy says Wendy is fine. Jack says, I'm grateful he was allowed to be born. Thank you. You would have thought that would have been what he would have said.
He's an idiot.
After his wife then pushed out the baby.
I don't want him to win. Please, God. We can't let this idiot win.
All right, let's move on.
You know what? I'll keep thinking if he does win, unfortunately, it will be like a tranquillification. What is it? When they talk for him?
Yeah, they just going to talk for him.
They lift his hand up and talk
They going to think they can control that man. They're not going to be able to control that man. What?
It'll be because of Kemp.
Oh, if he win?
He told his people to vote for him.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
He should be happy he won. World Cup 2022, I'm just going to mention how every team can reach round 16. I don't care about that. All I care about is that the U.S. won.
Yes, we beat Iran.
We beat Iran.
But you know what is so ironic? It's like what you said, Jimmy Kimmel said.
It was a sad win, in my opinion. It was bittersweet. Because they did a lot. That team did a lot.
Protesting.
And the Iranian government threatened their family and everything.
Yes.
So you almost was like, gosh,
if they would have came home with a win.
Yeah. But, you know,
they
the
would have
United
been
States
treated
won.
a little bit with respect.
Yeah. But we played Netherlands, I think, Saturday.
Yeah, we gotta win this one.
So, and the reason why I don't watch soccer, I told you I don't watch soccer. They only got 1 point. You watch the whole game
Girl,
for
you
1
see
point.
how hard that game
That's
is?
why I don't want to watch it.
It's like hockey.
I don't. The
It's
payoff
hard to
is
get a point.
That's why I don't like games that's a hard payoff. I got to watch a whole hour for you to score one time.
It's all in the sport. You got some good defense in these sports.
Snickers at Hawaii's. Oh yeah. Dwayne Johnson buys every Snickers at Hawaii 7-Eleven to right his wrong. When he was 14, he said he would work out. He would go into 7-Eleven every day and steal a Snickers.
And steal a Snickers.
So he decided once he started making money, now he's famous. Every time he goes back to Hawaii, he buys all the Snickers at 7-Eleven and gives it to the guy and tells him, now this is the part that's ridiculous. Give it to somebody you think is going to steal. Now, how do you know somebody? That's
what are you trying to say?
You profiling him.
Dwayne.
But I know what he's trying to say. Give it to any kid probably that comes in. If they want a Snicker bar, give it to him. So isn't that nice?
But how the man gonna know that a kid wants to have a?
He ain't. That man gonna take. You know what that man gonna do? You know what that 7-Eleven man gonna do? He gonna take
and buy him some lotto tickets.
He gonna put them all right back on the shelf again
and sell them again.
That 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
As he telling them.
Mr.
All right,
Johnson.
what I want you to do, I want every person to come in. I want you to give him a Snicker on me.
Mr.
Tell him that The Rock said give him a Snicker. You got that? Write it down. Every kid, if they even look like they want a Snicker bar, I want you to give it to them. Actually, I want you to put a sign on the part that's where the Snickers are and say, come to the cash register and get a
complimentary
of The Rock. You write that down.
Write that down.
Dwayne Johnson too. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Because some people know me as Dwayne Johnson, and some people know me as The Rock.
I got it, Mr. Johnson.
You got it.
Will do.
And then that's all I want to do because I used to steal when I was young, and that made me feel better.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
You got it.
Yes.
All right. So that's what I want you to do. You got it. And then as soon as he leaves,
here, put this back on the
put all the shelf
and sell it again. You gonna put the sign up? No sign. They don't know.
Now, because he went and opened his big mouth in public, people gonna be going to 7-Eleven back for Snickers.
Hey, mister, I want a Snickers.
Yes.
Okay. That's funny.
Let's see. Jack says, I like hockey. He's laughing.
Yes.
Baby Lon says
you don't see big scoring in hockey and soccer.
Baby Lon says peace, goddess in the Woods report. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, I just wanted to mention that because y'all know that 7-Eleven people.
Nice.
He either gonna take all of those candy bars home or he gonna put them back on the shelf.
Back on the shelf and sell them again.
That man don't have time to be sitting up there trying to figure out who wants a candy bar and who's not.
And he may not even be there. He got his workers.
He got too much going on.
Training them to look for some people.
You giving this man another job. Now he
Dwayne, you know
he got to worry about people stealing. He got to worry about getting robbed. Somebody come because people rob 7-Eleven.
Thank you.
He got to worry about making sure the gas pumps is on for people who want.
Put a sign up
now
that says
you
Dwayne
want
Johnson, The Rock.
Now I gotta hand out Snicker bars,
and then they may be all gone in the first 5 minutes because people see it.
I understand what you're doing, Dwayne. But
we'll see. But it's the fact that you did.
I still like him though.
Yeah.
Real quick before your donkey of the day, I wanted to mention. I love DDG.
Yeah.
DDG is a rapper and a YouTuber. Daryl Dwayne Granberry. That's his real name. Oh, excuse me. DDG is a rapper, singer, and YouTuber who also founded his own record label, Zooted Music, in 2020. Since his rise, he's gained 1 billion streams. right? Artists he's worked with include G-Eazy, Lil Yachty, and his hit single Moonwalking in Calabasas. That was with Blueface. He also worked with a lot of other people. They didn't name everybody. Offset, everybody. Kevin Gates, a lot of people. Marked his first entry to the Billboard Hot 100 and went platinum. In February of this year, he released the single Elon Musk with Gunna. Oh yeah, Gunna's in prison. Oh, you wrote his name down in your little book. Where he was the first rapper to shoot a music video with NASA. He was the first rapper in space. He went to space for a few minutes. Oh, yeah. Okay. He paid for that. Okay. And he shot a video in space. Get down. So he is on the Forbes list of 30 under 30.
That's good, Forbes. Because we back in the day when you made that list, you was really
so hot. Again, I'm very proud of DDG. He's the one that's
making more money than his girlfriend.
Yeah, right now. But y'all know Haley is
she blowing up.
Yeah,
blowing up.
Yeah. So
they're gonna be a power couple.
Yeah.
If they get married.
This your donkey of the day.
Okay.
You wanted your Charlemagne the God does donkey of the day. Lenora wanted the donkey of the day. White rich boy justice. Family rages as Florida cannibal killer Austin Harroff, whatever his name is, may be free again.
How is this?
A cannibalistic double murderer from Florida could end up walking the streets again without ever going to trial.
He has a rich lawyer, don't he?
Former Florida State University fraternity member Austin Harroff, 25, was deemed not guilty by reason of insanity. Monday, after randomly hacking John Stevens and his wife Michelle Michonne to death with a machete in 2016. Deputies said they found this nut job gnawing off the face, noting that he spit out pieces of the person's flesh before being taken into custody. After 6 years of delays, friends and relatives of the slain couple expected the case to go to trial Monday, but were stunned to learn that the matter was closed. Here we are opening the prison doors for a double murderer, said Cindy Michonne, the shell-shocked sister of the victim, Michelle. 4 words come to mind.
White.
Whatever. Harnoff, who attacked the couple, it's probably white privilege. Harnoff, who attacked the couple in their garage, will now be sent to a mental hospital rather than a jail cell, and could be released outright if he's no longer deemed a threat to others. Harnoff and his parents, including his dentist father, Wade Harnoff, asserted that he was mentally ill at the time of the incident, and his attorneys issued a not guilty plea. Victims' families angrily rejected that portrayal, arguing that Harnoff was a coded drug addict who was, off the crime he committed. He was high. Judge Sherwood Bear, told the court that both Martin County prosecutors and Harnoff's high-priced defense team agreed to nix a trial in favor of a plea.
High-price defense team.
I didn't really know you could brutally murder 2 people, attempt to kill another, and not even have a trial.
Right.
Said Jody Bruce, another sister of Michonne. In a statement to the court Monday, that was news to me. Harnoff's insanity defense hinged largely on the FBI. This is the part that got him off. The toxicology results that showed no drugs was in his system after the crime, and determinations from 3 doctors that he had had a severe psychotic break. Cindy Michonne mocked the narrative Monday and read from a long list of text messages Harnoff wrote in the months and days leading to the slayings. So you can get off by being crazy.
So the sad thing about it is that he would people start believing if he continues to kill again? Does he have to kill again?
Right.
For them to go
and eat somebody.
My mouth was dropped.
How is he different? How is he different than Jeffrey Dahmer?
No different. Or John Wayne Gacy.
There wasn't any drugs in Jeffrey Dahmer.
Or John
so
Wayne
why
Gacy.
did Jeffrey Dahmer go to prison then?
I don't know.
He was crazy.
Is it because he's rich and he had a very expensive
fraternity
defense
Florida
lawyer.
State University fraternity member? So that was the donkey of the day.
I'm trying to understand this. And y'all all listening going, what the?
Yes.
This man killed
two people. And was eating their face.
And was eating on them. And he goes free to a hospital.
Because he had a psychotic break.
And the hospital is going to monitor him, and then he's going to be let go. If they deemed him not
to eat somebody else's face,
he's going to hurt somebody else. Believe you me. And I pray for whoever, God forbid.
I hope they eat his face off before he can get to somebody else's.
Oh,
Lord. Wendy says, please pray for Shanquella's father and mother. Yes, okay. Everybody please do.
Definitely the family, for sure. Because that mom has to relive that.
Or Idi Amin. Yeah, Idi Amin was crazy.
That mom had to relive this all the time with that whole case with her daughter. It's unfortunate.
Yep.
But you guys, this case here,
that was your donkey of the day. You wanted to know who your donkey of the day was? That was your donkey of the day.
I don't even know.
All right, y'all. So that was it. That was all our stories for today.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Lon says no drugs means he knew exactly what he was doing. Thank you. And just because somebody's crazy, it doesn't mean you don't go to prison.
Thank you.
Prison is loaded with crazy people.
Like I said, they're gonna have to watch him. He's gonna do it again.
To me, the only way you should go to a mental hospital is if you didn't hurt anybody and you just crazy.
They're not gonna put you in there if you're not hurting nobody. Because remember that we see people.
No, remember Kanye said they keep trying to put him into one. Like if you hurt, like not hurting somebody, like murdering somebody, but like hurting your family or
I don't know.
Maybe robbing people.
He hasn't hurt anybody.
Not murder. Put it that way.
Right. If they're
murder,
you gotta go to dangerous to people. Then they'll be walking on the streets going like this. You see somebody walking down the street.
Exactly. So he gave them donkey of the day.
Big time donkey. What kind of court system was that? He had some good lawyers.
Good lawyers.
He had a good lawyer.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Always believe. Check out our new page, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds.
I listened to it last night.
Oh, you did? The fan?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did it work?
The fan sounds. I like fan sounds.
So that helps you.
My friends laughed at me because I would always take my little fan with me when I travel.
So
now I just download an app or use our YouTube.
I try to put sounds on there that we actually would listen to.
Some people like rain, to hear the rain fall, whale sounds.
Babylon says, I would do a joke on that, but I'm not. Babylon says he will do it again. Suppose he has another episode.
Yeah, he's going to have another episode, and they're going to feel really, really bad. And those lawyers not going to be able to defend him.
They not going to feel bad. They got money. No, it should be them. Just like Hannibal Lecter. He should go after the lawyers and get them.
Oh, wow.
But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always believe. Mm-hmm. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.